The first one, President, was the issue of electricity. We said, Comrade President, if we can't fix electricity or energy in our country, in our province, that will be the end of the African National Congress in our province. As I'm speaking to you, Comrade President, there are communities in Johannesburg that have not seen electricity in the last 3 and 4 years. So regardless of load shedding, these communities don't have electricity at all. Last week, as government, we convened a meeting of all role players under one roof because we're tired of people hiding behind other people when they're not in the meeting. ESCOM will blame City Power. City Power will blame ESCOM. Local authorities will blame other people are not paying. So under one roof last week, President, we took a decision that all of us must ensure that by the 1st of January 2024, everyone that must have access to electricity must have access to electricity in our province. We adopted a program of action. All the transformers that ESCOM was refusing to fix them, all the mini stations that have blown, all the cables that have been stolen, but starting with transformers in all areas in Johannesburg that didn't have transformers. Once more, Comrade President, the government that I have the honor to lead will from the 1st of September buy new transformers and go and fix them in those communities. We are doing this, Comrade President, from the coffers of our provincial government. We are doing this from the coffers of our provincial government because we want to strengthen local government. We want to work with local government to fix the issue of energy. Comrade President, we want to urge your government, Comrade President, please move with speed to resolve load shedding. It's not only enemy number one, it's making things difficult for ourselves. We trust your leadership on this matter and be assured of our support on this matter, Comrade President, and we'll do everything within our powers to attend to that matter. The second area where we adopted it as a program of action after meeting with all our region and our structures is the issue of employment, Comrade President. We are of the view that if we can't give jobs to our people, that's the end of all of us. That the levels of unemployment is too high in our province. That's supposed to be the economic hub of our country. We therefore resolve, Comrade President, that every month from May 2023 until Kiyovala, will advertise 6,000 new jobs every day and recruit our people to give them. In simple language, Comrade President, you are saying collectively as branches of the ANC, nasi Spani, President. Nasi Spani, Comrade President. In May, Comrade President, we appointed 6,000 young men and women to be police wardens in our province. Comrades can tell you their presence is felt, they are pushing back crime in our communities. In June, Comrade President, we advertised 6,000 jobs for people to be solar panel installers. We received 25,000 applications for 6,000 posts, and we've committed ourselves, no one will get a regret letter. Out of the 25,000 that have applied, we will appoint all of them to go and install solars in our communities. This month, we've advertised 6,000 young people and women to go and patch potholes in all our roads in our province. Next month, we're advertising 6,000 posts for people to go and verify service delivery and be data capturers in our communities as we move from paper to digital. The other month, we're going to advise 6,000 posts so that we can have young people that can educate people about voter importance and registering to be voters in our province. The other month, we've got 6,000 posts, Comrade President. The other month, we've got 12,000 posts for people that are going to all our communities to ensure that internet and data is free in all our townships, hostels, and informal settlements. The other month, so, comrade, we are determined to handle unemployment head-on. And this is not the only one, Comrade President. We've got special economic zones in all our regions. We have attracted multinational companies like Ford, BMW, Huawei, and many companies that are taking advantage of our special economic zones. They will be in a position to further create jobs, but President, we are committed to give jobs to our people, and we are committed to ensure that we turn things around. The third area, Comrade President, if you close your eyes and read the crime stats of our province, you may think that you are in a war situation. And we really believe that if we can't do something to fight crime in our province, we lose investment, we lose skills, and we lose many people that will want to go out of our province. So I've taken a conscious decision, Comrade President, that the budget of our law enforcement agency in the province, the Department of Community Safety, was previously 800 million, President. We've increased the budget of that department from 800 million to 4.7 billion rands to go and fight crime in our province. Each and every police station from our own budget, not your budget, Comrade President, each and every police station in our province, especially police stations that are in the township, informal settlement and hostels, we've given them 2 brand new cars so that they don't have any excuse of going to fight crime outside. Comrade President, we are converting Gauteng so that it can be under surveillance 24 hours. We're installing 18,000 CCTV cameras all over strategic areas of our communities in Gauteng. There must be no crime that takes place in Gauteng we say we don't know what happened. We are also releasing, Comrade President, there were no helicopters to assist the police in this province. We are releasing 6 new helicopters and we're handing over to the police so that they can go and fight crime in our province. We've also procured 180 new powerful drones, Comrade President, so that where cars can't go, the drones can go and fight those zamazamas. And we are committed, Comrade President, that each and every citizen in our country will have something that is called an e-panic button. We've mobilized private sector, the police and our peace wardens. A citizen in Gauteng under distress, either to be raped or to be attacked, they will press that panic button and our police will come and rescue our citizens in our province. It's a huge investment that we are making to fight crime in our province. But, Comrade President, we welcome your presence here. We want to be frank and open with you. We are under siege from Zamazamas. We are pleading with you, President. Leave no stone unturned, Comrade President. Here, the Zamazamas are not something that can be monitored through patrol of police. We need firepower, Comrade President. We need the army, we need the police intelligence, we need the police force to go down in those particular holes. Let the last man standing be the survivor of that particular attack. Let the last man standing be the survivor of that particular part. These Zamazamas are armed to the teeth, Comrade President. They attack our women. They've taken over our informal settlement. They are doing as they wish, as if there's no governance in our country. So we want to urge you, Comrade President, that please assist us, unleash the firepower that this country can demonstrate. And we go down there and flush them out. We will close those holes and build houses in those particular areas so that we don't have this particular challenge. The last part, Comrade President, that these branches of the ANC have taken a resolution on is on service delivery. That whatever we do, our communities must be clean. That whatever we do, our roads must be smooth. Whatever we do, we must not run off medication in our clinics and our hospitals. Whatever we do, our education system should be functional. Whatever we do, Gauteng should be Gauteng. And we should render services to our people, and our people should appreciate that. As I take my seat, Comrade President, we want to thank you with your leadership to come and revive our spirit in our province. We are in a province of coalition governments that are very, very difficult to manage, Comrade President. We are glad that we are going to have a session with you after lunch just to discuss coalition governments and the pain and the difficulties that we have gone through. Even though, Comrade President, we might have limitation of this pain, we must not forget the strides that we have made. In 2021, after local government elections in this province, Comrade President, out of the 11 municipalities that we had in this province, we lost all 11 municipalities. And we took our opposition benches and became powerful opposition institutions. We went to our conference and we strategized and adopted a document on how to be an effective opposition. Out of that document and out of our hard work, the results are as follows. Out of the 11 municipalities that we lost in Gauteng, 9.5 municipalities are back under the control of the African National Congress in this particular manner. So we've done well. From 11-0 to 9.5, the other half is in Tshwane, Comrade President. In Tshwane, the DA controlled the executive. Our coalition partners will control the council. That is why it's half. So it's 9.5. But, Comrade President, what we can tell you now, and what we can warn you, and what we can advise you as national leadership, we dare not go to coalitions in 2024, Comrade President. We dare not go to coalitions in 2024. We must do everything to register a decisive victory for the African National Congress. Comrade President, we are children of Oliver Tambo. We are children of Chris Hani. We are children of Winnie Madikizela Mandela. We are children of Albertina Sisulu. Singai Susa, no my name.
Makale, Amandla, away, two. Viva President Cyril Ramaphosa, viva. Viva Panyaza Lesufi, viva. Thank you, comrades. Thank you, Comrade Chairperson, for setting the tone. I think you set the tone. I think if we were to do anything, ours was to close the meeting and say we have now the report and but we know that the devil is also in the detail. But thank you very much. Quite an inspiring speech, quite an inspiring welcome. We now feel at home. Yesterday I was in Limpopo. We were meeting with the ANC Youth League, organized a lunch with the chiefs, women, traditional leaders. All the way saying, but why is Tshwane le Panyaza? Everybody was talking about the provincial chairperson. complaining there. In Limpopo, no. Panyaza, o tshwana le rona, ko re tshwana le rona, why le sa tshwane le yena now? Now I understand what they were meaning. I've come face to face with that here, and it is quite inspiring. And then yesterday, my brother called me that no, because he works at Infulane, he says no, Gauteng leadership was here. I said, hey, you know, because we are Free State, yeah, these guys from Gauteng, they can make you see paradise. They make it so easy, it's possible, they make it feel possible, and it is indeed possible. And I felt what he said today. Comrades, I think through the presentation and the welcome, that somehow provides an indication on why the NWC takes this kind of visits. Flowing from the national conference, the ANC, the NEC in particular, adopted a statement which was shared with the whole nation on the 8th of January, where we celebrated 111th anniversary. And part of that statement outlined the priorities this year. And these priorities are quite practical and they are well thought of, are not said because we did not have much to say. But they are important, they are based on analysis of the situation on the ground, on what needs to be done. And once those priorities were outlined and adopted, the NEC directed the NWC to go to each and every region and interact with structures of the ANC so that we could get a proper state of the organization, a proper state of governance, a proper state of service delivery, and of course, a proper state of preparation for elections. Now, we have been doing that since the conference. We've gone to Northwest, we've gone to Limpopo, we've gone to KwaZulu-Natal. And in all these instances, in all these visits, the interactions were robust. And of course, they are robust, but the intention is to ensure that we chart a way forward. And we have actually demystified the notions that these visits are about disbanding structures and so on, because some amongst us tried to concoct a narrative that these visits are about just disestablishing structures. No, they are about getting a clear picture about the state of the ANC. They are about getting a clear picture about the state of government, because we are a governing party. And as a governing party, we cannot leave governance unattended. The state of service delivery. So, as I said earlier on, comrades, these visits are very much important for the National Executive Committee, the NWC, to interact with you, so that we're not an NEC, an NWC that is just at high level. We must interact with structures. So some of the priorities, comrades, there are about 7 priorities that we have spoken to. And this is important because when you see these visits, you must always understand them in the context of the priorities that we have adopted. Priority number 1, and which is in line with the resolution, that the president of the ANC must champion and lead the renewal program. So priority number 1 is the unity and renewal of the ANC. And the custodian of that program is President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa. Now, it is important that when we are here, when we say state of organization, we also want to get a sense of the state of unity of the ANC. And President Ramaphosa always says it all the time, that when we talk about unity, we talk about a principled unity. And in terms of the ANC, unity itself is a principle of the ANC. What is a principle? A principle is a fundamental truth of any organization. In other words, when we say something is a fundamental truth of an organization, we mean it is the DNA of that organization. No member, no leader of the ANC must advocate for unity, because if you do so, you are tampering with the DNA, with the foundation of the organization. So this is the task that we have to champion as we advance the renewal program. So that is one of the critical priorities that we spoke of. One of the priorities is what the provincial chair has spoken about, that we must get rid of load shedding. Load shedding is the reality of us today, but we need to undo it. And many